Sometimes I wonder, what is fate? What is destiny? I took up the mantle of this legend because I wanted to be like my ancestors in the book, who we still read about to this day, who teach us many things about ourselves and the way we should live. But I wanted to do it while I lived. I wanted people to think of me the way I think of Demetrius, the bard, and his sons, but while I still lived. Is that vain of me? I suppose all men are vain, and it would be great hubris to assume that I was lacking in a sin that is universal to all mankind. Hello and welcome, connoisseurs of Crusader Kings 3, friends of the channel and newcomers alike. We are here once again with, not her, I don't even know who she is, King Vyshislav the Stout of Ruthenia. We have been working on improving the domain of our son Alexander. That is our main goal right now. Our stress is good. There's a plague someplace, not really in our territory. We got a good military thing going on here. We got some money, so let's look at what we can do. We are still working on this temple. We are still working on, it appears we are not. It appears we have built the holding here, so we can build another castle here. Great. We could have trouble holding that castle, but that's fine. We'll figure it out. We may just grant this to Alexander right away, since there's not much we can do with it. Raising rumors. As I promenade down the stairs and across the courtyard, I reach one of the corridors from where the servants usually watch the children, but it's not them that I find. Sophia's voice reaches me. Ah, yes, she's complaining. She's complaining. Who even is she? Some courtier. Are you there? Try to settle the legend? Let's try to settle it. She apologized. Yeah, I mean, she needs to take it seriously. This legend is mostly made up of true things, as much as I've been able to influence that. Inspiration, someone to impress. So we could impress to Vesely. Yeah, sure. We can become friends, that's fine. What is this? Who wants to make a thing? Oh, this guy wants to go on an adventure. Adventures are interesting because there's a lot of unusual stuff, you know, that we could do. I don't know what's happening with my accolade here. Hopefully we can make this area down here really strong. How is our legend doing? 215. Not bad. The biggest thing that's holding us back is the religion conversions and the cultural conversions, which may be beyond my ability to help with, simply because I will be old by the time they happen. I'm already old. I'll be dead probably by the time they happen. One of them will probably happen. Inspiration funded. Bring me something from an exotic animal. Trinket made from a material you cannot find here. Trust your instincts. Trust your instincts. Go and adventure. It's kind of sad that we've been a homebody for these last couple of many years. Mostly the wars, but such a thing can happen. It came to me in a dream. Generous king, let me express all my gratitude and bring you very good tidings. Tadmut explains while hurrying to me. I have been thoroughly enjoying the quarters you have assigned me. So this is the person who is making an object for me, one of the two people. I am really happy to hear that. Yes. I'm glad you're enjoying the second best court in the world, which is still frustrating. But we need to find cool things to make ourselves the best court in the world, because that's really all that's left. We're gonna hold court? I don't think it's necessary right now to hold court. I think we're doing fine. We're pretty capped, right? Learning perk available. All right, that takes us to Prophet, then Defender of the Faith, and then finally Theologian. That tree. We'll complete the entire Theologian tree, which is, I think, will be his fourth tree. Innovation discovered. Your culture has discovered divine right. Inspiration, a friendly word. Oh, Vladislav, thank you for help. What? That's suspicious that went down instead of up. Suspicious. Worthy. I think I am. I am 100% sure I am worthy of the legend. I don't know why anyone would suggest anything else. A real hero. The water rises from the depths of the spring. Small bubbles break upon the surface. I look down into the blue and see my own reflection. A shadow of doubt behind my eyes. I try to push it back. King Vyshislav, I turn around to see Sultan Reda standing next to me. Please tell me of your legend. I've traveled many days and nights to hear it. A kindred soul, join me. All right, so this Sultan wants to hear my legend. With me trying to convince that guy, I shall convince my people. I must be a hero for myself. I'll get this guy to join me. Yeah, I don't know why I was feeling any doubts. My legend is amazing. And foreign kings supporting me means lots of baronies in distant lands, which means completing sooner, which is super nice. Aching with age. Why do my joints creak? Right. I thank you for the poem about my apparent bloodlust. You don't understand me very well, apparently, but that's okay. We'll still respect your poetry, because that is who we are. That is a shrine. That is the shrine here, right? The one we've been waiting for, which means we can construct this also into a castle. Again, mostly those are so that our son will have access to them when he's controlling the territory afterwards. Let's take this. We're going to go over to the center area now that we have a bunch of money again and invest where we haven't been investing for a while. Since we got a bunch of money just sitting about. Let's put in the... We don't have water mills here. Do hunting grounds here. Yeah, it's not holding anything. We could also put in hospices. But I think we're going to do hunting grounds there. Here, we can upgrade the hunting grounds here. And then in Houghton, we can increase the hill farms. Okay, that I like. Let's also consider expanding our military. This will effectively be helpful to our primary heir, Dmitri. Let me see. This place isn't really that good at holding anything. We made this place specifically for the horsemen, right? Yes. Well, I think we're going to build... Well, we have a few choices, right? We could build the Retinue Vanguard now that they're available to us. They're very expensive. But they're significantly better than anything else. So let's build them. That was expensive, but I'm relatively certain it'll be worth it. We have time to make more money after all. We'd make it so fast. Inspiration realized, so we have a Russian crown. Prestige and powerful vassal opinion. All right, it's not the best crown, but it is our crown. Let's put that on our head right away. You know, I should... Did I actually ever... I didn't. I never put the artificer on. I must have just like... No, there it is, antiquarian. I was right. It was already done. She's poor, so... But this guy isn't. Okay. He can have a court artificer position as well. Hoping that these people might make some of our artifacts better, which is very useful. What is going on up here? Oh, scheme at the court. Yeah, don't murder my knights. They are in two separate wars. One is a tyranny war, and one is an artifact claim. Right. Here we go. Bunch of new buildings. Where should we station these guys? Yeah, looks pretty good. Fruit sellers, hamlets. Good. A lot of new buildings being built. It's actually quite good. The sermon. So, Ivan could be made zealous. Zealous is good for Marshall. Ambitious, you gonna make him zealous. All the other ones didn't seem like something I would do, something I would subject a child to. I don't think I would. I don't think I would subject a child to any of that stuff. I would make him callous, at very least. Going on here, can't build anything still. Really, none of that stuff is gonna change anytime soon. Industrial mills. Prestige from completing a building. Inspiration realized. So this guy, wow, that was more or less just a waste of money. He couldn't even bring back something that would actually be useful. And it's very unusual for adventurer events to give you literally no interesting outcomes. I mean, I guess we do have a large spot available, so it's not utterly useless. We are a hunter's court. Almost everything hanging from our walls is some kind of animal hide. Okay, well that's good. Our court grandeur bonus is we are now first in the world. Pressing towards 100. Not that 100 does anything except make you the best in the world. Still, it's good to see that Kyiv is properly celebrated all over the world. Court chronicler, the legend spreads. Perhaps he could be persuaded. We'll try to persuade him to promote us. 234, child of my dynasty. So Vladislav's wife has had a son. He's quick. Yeah, he can be a Dmitri. All right. It's a fine name. I wish there was some way we could get these done faster. Well, I mean, this is going to be done pretty soon. This guy's so bad. Rare Solitude. They got us. The bathtub got us. The bathtub got us. No. Ugh. And after such a glorious life, I think... Well, I mean, it injured us so badly that it's immediately put us close to death. And being close to death, I'm pretty certain that we should just let it happen. That does mean things are going to split sooner than we wanted them to, and we're not going to get nearly as much done in the south as we were hoping to. It does make for a bit of an odd episode, because I'm not going to really be able to play as Dmitri very much, and it puts me into the position where I have to make a decision now that I wasn't going to make, which is, do we play Dmitri or do we hit random? I was thinking of hitting random. I said that I would do it after every 10 episodes, and it has been 14 because of how long our life was. I'm honestly not sure exactly what we would do with Dmitri. He is a little bit more scheming, cynical, like he's a very different man, but I'm not sure what that would translate into. he pretty much has everything he needs. I mean, he could go to war with the Rus. Yeah, you can name your son after me. That's cool. What a tragic thing to have happen. Slip in the bathtub. Slip in the bathtub. I mean, even though we don't actually get to make decisions right now, technically it is Dmitry making the decisions. We can still build the new stuff we want to build, right? Nothing stops us from doing that. This castle is coming up in 19 months. That castle is coming up in 19 months. Saddest part is we're not going to finish the legend before we die. Probably Dmitry will have to take it up, you know? It is quite a bit of a tragic end, to be fair. I'm going to assume that our son is still looking out for us and trying to get the legend done, because we really can't do much about it ourselves anymore. My ill body, it's too late to be conscious, to be, I should say, it is too late to be cautious. We got so close. It is theoretically possible it's still going to happen in our life with the speed that it's going up at. We have a lot of people promoting us right now. So, I mean, we saw it go up really fast and then suddenly stop a bunch, which is too bad because it's like 18 away now. Oh, there's a bunch more. Just kind of hoping. I was just kind of hoping that this would happen before we died. You know, so close. Oh, that's a new legend promoter. It's one more spot. Somebody else has joined to promote. These people are very fickle. They're very, very fickle. I love to see it go up in bursts. It's nice when you get a bunch in a row, right? It's almost acting like our death timer. That's kind of sad, really. 6. 4 more. Come on, you could do it. You could live for 4 more baronies, right? Holy Order has expanded. 2 more. Keeping the money, because we need to pay for this the second it happens, right? There we go. So we actually did live long enough to complete our no. Increase the quality, then complete it. There we go. The Miracles of King Vyshislav. So we are a holy pilgrim. All right. So that gives us some things to do. We want to clear ground for a legendary building. You can build either a legendary shrine or a legendary hunting lodge. I kind of feel like it's legendary hunting lodge because I think that's just fits us, you know? A holy hunting lodge. You're looking so awful, my man. So where are we going to put this? Cannot go into Kyiv. Okay. There, here. I think here is where we put it. I think they picked the right spot. We could also put it in Kosan. All the rest is in stuff that won't go. I think we'll put it here. Clear the ground. So we can now construct this. We don't have the money. It's a pretty cool building, to be fair. So this gives us a new kingdom tier title. We don't really need that, but we can evangelize the realm, right? Let's do that. Okay, that's what I like to see. It's so good. Like, evangelize the realm is just so good. All the white is gone except in a very small number of places. There and here. It's too bad. But, you know, we did it. It became a legend in our own time. In spite of being enfeebled at the end, people came through for us. And that, I think, is extraordinarily positive. We'll let Ivan be diligent. Sure, that seems fine. Let the traitor be known to all. Is there not a... I am surprised. I would have thought there would have been a mission legend artifact. Yeah, why can't we? Oh, we don't have the money. All right, well, do we have any junk like this poem we'll never use? Gets us closer. We're also never going to use the prayers of the Tengiri, or for that matter, the journey to the Sultanate that we've had the whole time. We never used it even once. So this will allow us to commission the artifact, which I think is more important than building the building. Oh, we are definitely dying. We are definitely dying. Are you ready, Prince Dmitry? Are you ready for your time to shine? Your wife gave you a new son recently. That's interesting. We're no longer ill. Doesn't fix anything about our health situation, though. Too many held duchies. Yeah, we did that on purpose. Maybe we should settle some stuff now, right? Like, we can grant Alexander all of his territory, and then we can give him the principality. I think that's fine. So he is now a grand prince, of course, of the Principality of the Don Valley, which is a little oddly set up, but, you know, we did our best in the time we had, right? Successor Champion of St. George. Okay, we're in a bit of a hard time keeping our positions filled, to be fair. Sure, we'll do the alliance. Mostly I think it's his brother that's doing all the work right now. So you are cynical, which means you don't care about the religious stuff as much as your father did. You are calm and you're stubborn, so you want things your way. Relationship-wise, you have one friend who is your brother, and another friend who is your your son. So you're friends with your son, not the heir, the other son, which is kind of interesting. They're kind of really interesting. Kind of might mean he may not do what people expect. She's just a dog, man. And just as we were trying to learn who Dmitri was, old man Vyshislav has died. Now, we have some interesting stuff here. We have this count. We, of course, have Alexander as a choice. And this guy, this random Kernu guy. I almost want to play him. I know nothing about... I almost want to play her, the Countess, who's married to this much older man, has only a daughter, and she is Cairnghild, which is part of the family we have not played yet, but it would be mean going back to Spain. It's a very interesting concept, to be fair. Or we could select a random dynasty, right? Just like any random descendant. It's an interesting choice. They took it away. You used to be able to save on this screen. Oh, you still can. You just have to use the escape key. Feels like they tried to take it away. I am really not sure. I kind of want to just do this. Like a random descendant. Just ended up being Alexander. You know, this might just be the shortest episode I've recorded in this series. I was not expecting to die this soon. I you know, when that death event triggered, I wasn't sure if it was going to come up again. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. And it did. And here we are, 71 years old and dead, looking at this screen. And I'm thinking, maybe I just end this episode here and give people 2 days until basically the rest of today and Friday to maybe make comments about what they'd like me to do. We can continue as Dmitri. If we continued as Dmitri, I would have to figure out what he wants to do. Maybe he does desire to fight White Rus to finish Ruthenia's de jure territory. Maybe he goes after the legendary version of the Kingdom of Ruthenia that included most of this kingdom, Galicia, Volhynia. We also have Alexander, this random countess, or we could do a random dynasty member. Could be anybody. We could also do a random family member, which would be the same house, I'm pretty sure. It's a close family. That would mean the only real difference between this and Descendant in our case would be nothing. These would be the same. Random close family member, or we could do random dynasty member. This guy's kind of weird looking, I gotta say. Down in Africa of all places. Why are you down in Africa? Who even are you? I don't even know. I don't know. But yeah, I know it's gonna be a super short episode. It's only just under 40 minutes here before cutting, which means after cutting it's probably not gonna be more than like 20 minutes long. But I am so indecisive about this that I need time to decide. And most likely I'm just going to play Dmitri unless people in the comments say otherwise. I'm just not sure what to do with him. There's always Alexander, right? I mean, you know, with me sitting on this screen, what it's telling me is that maybe I'm starting to feel like this series is coming to an end. I mean, I'm obviously not going to randomly end it in a short episode just because Vyshislav is dead. We'll play at least one more character. But I do feel like when I look at these things, I don't really know what to do anymore. I've accomplished more than I ever expected to. I mean, there was always the possibility that we would go and try to reform the Byzantine Empire. That was an idea we did have. It does still technically exist. But like, who would be the one most likely interested in that? It wouldn't be Dmitri. I think he's just too, like his father, he's too settled to do that. Maybe Alexander would do it. I mean, he is brave. Maybe some other family member. I don't know. So yeah, it's going to be a super short episode, and I kind of apologize for that. I don't even know if there's going to be any conversations in this episode. It's that short. But yeah, any suggestions are good. I think the default is probably we take Dmitri. Just I don't know what to do with him is the thing. I didn't spend any time planning for what I would play next because I really did not expect anything was going to happen. He's a freaking seducer. He's very like the original Dmitri, but he's also much more stationary. Feels like it'd be cool to play him if he was an adventurer. Like, it might be really fun to play as Ysli as an adventurer, right? But to do that, I'd have to break achievements, which is fine. I'm not going for any achievements in this game anyway. I kind of do like the idea of playing Ysli as an adventurer and having him go south and try to, like, reestablish the Byzantine Empire. I mean, I could do that. It's not that difficult. I don't know. I may also come up with something to do with Dmitri by the weekend, by Friday. And the comments might give good suggestions. Please comment good suggestions if you have them, because I usually only play about 40 episodes, and we are actually past 40 episodes, so if it wasn't such an unusual spot to stop, I probably, if I'd thought it through more, would have basically just decided that Kyiv was the end, but I didn't. And so here I am, 40 episodes in, not sure what to do next. We did a good job here. I think it's pretty great. I do kind of like the idea of taking an adventure up. It could even be this guy in Africa. I kind of wish if it was going to be him that he be of the Core dynasty, not Cairnu. They're not that interested in playing another Cairnu. I'd also consider playing her if she was, she's a giantess. If she was not landed, because that could be fun too. I kind of gotta say, I think I've talked myself into playing a new random adventurer. So right now, at this moment, the episode is going to end right here after this weird conversation where right now I feel like I've done what I wanted to do here in Kyiv, more than I wanted to do here in Kyiv. And I kind of feel like the last thing that I stated as Demetrius' goals at the beginning was like becoming a part of the Byzantine Empire. So I am proposing as the default that I click continue as a random adventurer, and that adventurer's goal will be to go to Greece, make a name for himself, convert, and try to reestablish the Byzantine Empire. I think that is, of the stuff that I'm feeling like doing right now, the one that strikes me most as interesting. So please give suggestions. If I don't get enough suggestions, I'm going with the default, which is clicking on the continue as a random adventurer. Thank you for watching. I apologize again for the short episode, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye for now.